My name is Nayar, and I'm a self-improvement personal development coach for South Asian men. And in today's video, we are going to be revisiting a topic, the reality of an Indian man's dating life in America. Now, before we hop into the video, when you trust me enough, go ahead, check out the first link in the description. That is my South Asian Warriors dating program. In this program, I offer one-to-one coaching to help you improve your dating life. We'll be doing dating app audits, e-guides, e-books, lots of great content in the course, as well as the ability to book one-on-one coaching calls where you can work directly with me to let me help you improve your dating life, man. Go ahead and click the first link in the description to check it out, bro. Now, I want to break this down. I do believe that there is a concept of race niche appeal, and I do believe majority of countries in the world revolve around Eurocentric standards, meaning basically white privilege in a sense. Basically how the Eurocentric standard is what is deemed attractive to most people, especially in a country like America. But here's the thing, right? Do I think that if you are South Asian or really any minority, do I think that it's gonna be a lot harder compared to a white dude in America? Yeah, I think it's going to be more difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not gonna bullshit you here. I do think if you're an Indian guy and say you're living somewhere in America, especially like somewhere in the South, right, where it's not as diverse, a lot of women there growing up, right, they're used to that certain country type of boy, that type of archetype. If you are an Indian guy or really any minority just living down south, right, in a country such as America, it is going to be harder for you, especially if you're living in more of those rural southern areas, for sure. And the overall race niche appeal for you as an Indian guy, it's going to be more difficult. However, this does not mean it's impossible. This does not mean that you should never even attempt to try to approach that cute girl or attempt to actually improve your image on dating apps. So in the grand scheme of things, yeah, is it harder, in a country like America where you as a minority or ethnic guy doesn't have that original appeal, right? The statistics show it. A lot of women tend to date within their race. But here's the thing. Imagine if minorities, right? Imagine if all you Indian guys, right, watching this channel really leveled up to your full potential. You actually took action in your style, your grooming, your sex appeal, things that can improve your dating life. And you actually went out there and stopped making excuses, had like a really great dating profile, got yourself into better shape. You worked on your style, grooming, took a lot of high quality photos, actually invested the money into a photographer, and you actually tried to raise your value. Imagine if, just say, all Indian men did that. That would completely reverse the statistics. Guarantee you it would reverse all of those statistics. But the reality is, most men can't do it. The reality is most men aren't going to put in that type of work. The reality is you're probably sitting there making another dumbass excuse why you can't take action in your life. You're too stingy with your money. You're making excuses after excuses. You're sitting there watching all these TV shows portraying Indian men bad, right? You're used to the social media, all of that portraying Indian men as absolute shit. And it kind of just hits your back of the mind that, oh, whatever I do, it's not going to matter. I'm Indian, I'm screwed, I'm the bottom of the totem pole. Stop thinking like that, bro. A lot of you guys fail to really put in the absolute best amount of effort to really hit your potential. How hard are you really going? How much are you actually trying? Because 99.9% of you aren't hitting your true potential. You're always going to make excuses, pushing the gym off to another day, right? Oh, I'm unhealthy because I eat my mom's food. Is your mom like going up to you, shoving the food into your mouth? Let me ask you this. Is your mom grabbing you, choking you by the neck and slamming chicken tikka masala down your throat? Like, no one's forcing you to eat any of that stuff. Stand up for yourself, bro. Like, seriously, when are you guys going to take accountability? When are you guys going to actually try and actually take steps to improve personal development, improve your life, and improve your dating life, bro? This is the reality of an Indian guy's dating life in America. There are gonna be TV shows making fun of you. The Indian guys are getting made fun of on TV shows, being portrayed as the nerd. You're gonna have, TikToks and Instagram reels showcasing, Indians being embarrassing. Tune all that shit out. Stop watching that negative fucking content and actually do things that could help your life in a positive direction. And once you do that, and once you start taking accountability into personal development, things will get better for you, regardless of you being a minority or regardless of you being an Indian guy. As a minority, as an Indian guy, it's going to be harder in a country where a lot of the beauty standards are tailored towards, Eurocentric standards and white men. However, it is not impossible, because you'll find the more attractive you make yourself, the more options you will have. And I'm not saying, you need to do anything crazy, like get surgery or anything like that, but the basics also go a long way, right? How many of you guys even use a skincare system? How many of you guys even whiten your teeth? How many of you Indian guys actually go get new outfits like every couple months or so? How many of you Indian guys have actually tried to work on your physique and your health and your style? How many of you guys have actually gone on a photo shoot with a guy who could improve your dating app profile? What steps have you taken to improve your dating life, bro? Answer me this. How many steps have you actually taken to do things to improve your dating life, man? The reality of an Indian guy's dating life in America, right? Yeah, it's going to be tougher compared to just a white guy, but it's not impossible, just the more attractive and the more you work on personally developing yourself, man. I was able to just punch the negative stereotypes like in the mouth, right? And if you don't believe me, look at my results like on my dating app profiles, bro. So no excuses, man. I don't consider myself to be, the best looking guy out there. At some point next year, I plan to go to Turkey to get a hair transplant. Even when I got braces, right, my bottom teeth were still fairly crooked. But at the end of the day, I get that there are things that you can't control, right? You can't control yourself, maybe not being the tallest guy in the world, right? But the more you maximize other things that you actually can control, the more they overshadow the couple flaws that you might have, right? So for example, right, I don't have the best hair, my hair is thinning, but what do I do to really overshadow that? I work out, I have a good physique, my style, my grooming, my skincare is on point. I'm even ballsy enough to say that I have better skin than majority people that I meet. And I'm not trying to be an arrogant guy by any means, but I don't think I've ever met too many people that have better skin than me, right? I used to have acne when I was younger, and when I was younger, I developed the habit of using a consistent skincare routine, and I haven't gotten a pimple or a zit in over 5 fucking years, bro. Good habits go a long way to really improving your appearance, which ultimately will lead you to a better dating life, right? My style is always on point, and I know I'm wearing like a gym shirt right now, but when I'm out and about, right, I always make sure that I'm one of the best people in the room. When I'm going on dates, I make sure my style is on point. When I'm going to a public event, I make sure my style is on point. In fact, one of the biggest things that really make me stand out, especially on my dating apps, is I get complimented on my style a lot, right? I like to showcase, a lot of these full body pics, showcasing my style, because that's something that really makes me stand out. But anyways, what I'm trying to say, guys, is you need to play to your strengths, right? You need to really play to the strengths that you have, and you need to really work on things that you can control. And the more you maximize all the things you actually can control, the more it'll overshadow those 1 or 2 flaws that you have, such as not being super tall or not having the best hairline, right? For years I struggled with my dating life, and I wondered, what I was doing wrong. I would blame my race and stuff like that all the time. But then I took action, right? I started doing more approaching and actually getting out of my shell and building up that confidence. I started working with photographers to help me really revamp my digital image on these dating app profiles. I worked hard, on diet and physique and style and grooming. I've completely been able to shatter pretty much every negative Indian, South Asian stereotype out there. And honestly, if an average, looking guy like me can do this, a guy like me who was never really the best looking dude in the world, if a guy like me could really boost up my image, boost my appearance, really develop myself, if a guy like me can do it, who's South Asian, who's a minority, can really improve his life, you all can do it too, man. Do the little basic things. Start taking action today, man. Stop making excuses, start taking action, right? And the more you make yourself more attractive, right? The more better your dating life will be, even if you're a minority, even if it's in a country such as America that revolves around Eurocentric standards, man. I know a lot of you guys need that accountability. A lot of you guys are struggling. A lot of you guys stay making excuses, which is why I've created my coaching program, South Asian Warriors, where you'll be able to get access to one-to-one coaching with me. You'll be able to get a lot of advice on how to improve your dating life, dating app ebooks, how to set up a date through text, how to set up a great dating app profile, the things you need to do to really improve your dating life, courses, video modules. You'll even have access to live calls with me, man. And in addition to that, I've thrown in bonuses as well, such as a workout program too, that can really help increase your sex appeal to women, man. So again, if you're interested in checking that out, click the first link in the description. And with all that being said, stop making excuses, do the work, make yourself more attractive, and punch society in the mouth, man, and shatter the negative stereotypes that Indian men get in America, bro. Do me good, man. Don't let me down. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.